The Tesla Semi is here. For real this time. It actually exists in its final form, and at least a couple of them have been finally delivered into the waiting arms of the PepsiCo Corporation. Tesla just threw a delivery party for the Semi at their Sparks, Nevada Gigafactory, the primary location for Tesla's battery pack and drive unit manufacturing. It was a fairly short and sweet event that still left a lot of specifics about the Semi up to the imagination, but there were a few very key details revealed about the Tesla Semi and how the company has managed to create an electric heavy truck that is by far the most capable on the market. So, let's talk about that. We can start off with the newest information that was revealed at the delivery event. Unfortunately, we still don't have any details on the Semi battery pack, but we did learn a lot about the powertrain and drive units. The original Tesla design claimed to use 4 electric motors, but in a revamped spec sheet earlier this year, Tesla knocked that down to 3 motors. We had assumed that was done as a way to maximize efficiency. They probably realized that the 4th motor just wasn't necessary, and that seems to be the case. Elon specified that the Semi is using the same powertrain from the Plaid Model S and Model X, so 3 of Tesla's high-efficiency induction motors modified with carbon fiber overwrapped rotors for maximum power output. The carbon sleeve prevents the rotor from expanding at super high RPM, and that allows for a tighter tolerance between the magnets of the stator and the magnets of the rotor, which allows for more energy to be transferred into the rotor. So, this puts 2 electric motors on the rear axle and 1 motor on the Semi's middle axle. There is no front-wheel drive. And Elon specified that there is one very interesting modification made to the powertrain for the Semi. The dual motor system on the rear axle is only engaged during acceleration. So when the Semi is cruising on the highway, it is powered only by the single motor axle. Elon says that even the single Plaid motor has more power than a traditional diesel truck engine. And what's even more interesting is that the dual motors have an added clutch system that will disengage them completely from the wheels when the truck is cruising. So the motors are not drawing any energy or adding any extra load or resistance to the wheels. And that clutching system is totally automated. The driver won't even realize that it is happening. The rear motors disengage automatically when not needed, and when they are needed for acceleration, the system will automatically bring the motors up to speed and re-engage the clutches to deliver the power to the wheels. All perfectly smooth and seamless. This is likely a major factor in how Tesla was able to squeeze so much range out of the Semi. Elon repeated multiple times that the truck can go the full 500 miles on a single charge with no special modifications at a total weight of just under 82,000 pounds, which is the maximum allowed for an electric Class 8 truck. The company is obsessed over maximizing efficiency in the Semi. Tesla also reinforced that every major component in the Semi, the drive units, the heat pump, the inverters, it's all the same components used in Tesla's passenger vehicles. So these components have already been proven over millions of miles of real-world use. By the way, if you're enjoying the content we create here on the Tesla Space and would like to support us, check out our Patreon page. We've got some exclusive perks for our Patreon supporters, and it helps us grow the team and continue producing this content. At one point, Elon just had a slide up on the screen that said, "It's a beast." And that basically sums up everything that was said about the Semi. According to Tesla, it performs better than any other Class 8 truck in every category. The company showed off some of the stress testing that they performed on the Semi, basically submerging it in water, driving it through the dust and sand in the desert, mobbing through snow, the whole 9 yards. Tesla has apparently been running these trucks 24/7, fully loaded on trips between Sparks, Nevada and the Fremont, California factory to make sure that they hold up. Elon showed some video clips of a Tesla Semi passing other vehicles at highway speed on a 6% incline while towing a bed full of cement blocks, which looked pretty damn impressive. And they made special mention that not only does the electric powertrain allow the semi to tackle going uphill better than any other transport truck, it also handles going downhill in a much more safe and efficient way. So, obviously, it's very difficult to slow down an 80,000-pound truck and trailer while also going downhill at the same time. To do this with a conventional semi, the driver needs to execute a series of downshifts to use engine braking in combination with friction brakes to kill the momentum. This opens up a wide margin for failure. If the engine braking isn't performed properly, then the truck has to rely on friction brakes, which can easily overheat with a heavy load and a steep incline. That can lead to brake failure and a runaway transport truck, which is the reason that you sometimes see dedicated runaway truck lanes on the highway through mountain passes. The regenerative braking effect from the electric motors on the Tesla Semi eliminates this risk from the equation. The motors are able to recapture the energy from that heavy load rolling downhill and put it back into the battery pack while also creating rolling resistance at the same time. That leaves only a small amount of work left for the friction brakes. Elon says that a Tesla Semi will reach the bottom of a steep hill with cold brakes. And we can't discount the added safety bonus of Tesla's traction control. The exact same technology that allows the Model S Plaid to accelerate from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds is also responsible for maintaining traction in the Semi. This should allow for the system to automatically prevent a jackknife event from happening. It should also be able to prevent the Semi from getting stuck going up a snowy hill. Elon also gave more details on the 500-mile drive that was completed on a single charge while fully loaded. The drive was from Fremont to San Diego, California. I double-checked on Google Maps, and it does confirm a 496-mile drive between the two city centers. Tesla even released a time-lapse video of the entire 9-hour trip to confirm that it was done in real-world traffic with no closed roads or special conditions. It was confirmed at the event that the Semi is running on a new 1,000-volt powertrain architecture, which is pretty much what was expected, but it's interesting to see Tesla move to a higher voltage for the first time. All of their previous systems have run at 400 volts, which was pretty standard for electric vehicles, but recent high-performance models like the Porsche Taycan and Lucid Air have gone up to 800 and 900 volts respectively. The simple explanation here is that higher voltage equals lower resistance, and that allows for faster charging speeds. This will take full advantage of Tesla's new megawatt charging system. Now, what's really interesting here is that we had assumed the megacharger would be a special installation that was specifically for the Semi. But it actually appears from what was said at the presentation that this is really just the V4 Tesla supercharger. It's not a bespoke semi-charger, it's the next generation of Tesla charging station. And Elon dropped that the Cybertruck will also be able to take advantage of the megawatt charging output. So that means that the Cybertruck will likely also use a 1,000-volt powertrain as well. The biggest difference with the V4 charger is the liquid-cooled cable that allows for higher energy transfer while maintaining a small and subtle connector. You don't have to worry about trying to wrangle an elephant trunk into the side of your truck. Tesla says that these V4 superchargers with megawatt capacity are going to start rolling out next year. Some might even say just in time for the Cybertruck release. So that's pretty wild. So that's what we got out of the Tesla Semi release event. It maybe wasn't quite as detailed as we would have hoped. I still want to know more specs about the Semi battery pack and what cells it's using. I'm sure we'll find out eventually though. And we didn't really get any bonus Tesla product reveals. Nothing came driving out the back of the trailer this time, but we did get a pretty cool Cybertruck Easter egg and a cool fact about the V4 megawatt supercharger. So it's hard to complain. What do you think, though? Are you a Tesla Semi believer, or is this still just a huge scam fake truck that can only tow potato chips, and that's why only Frito-Lay is using them? Drop your arguments down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it. That is so important for getting our content out to more people. If you enjoy the content, then you'd probably also enjoy our weekly newsletter, so sign up with the link down below at theteslaspace.com. A huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters who are listed on the screen now. You help us make the best content we can, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.